COVID-19, the vaccine rollout on top of the agenda with regards to the State of the Nation address. But what are the burning issues that residents are telling you that they want the Premier to address in the state of the province?
Good morning there, Blaine. Well, certainly, Limpopo province is one of those provinces that continues to face a multitude of challenges. We know that, for example, there are waning infrastructural issues pertaining to service delivery, in particular water shortages and basic access to other general services. Now, Premier Stan Mathabatha will have to conduct a balancing act where he will need to juggle between fulfilling promises from the past, in particular State of the Province's address that we have heard from Stan Mathabatha from 2014 up until 2019. Other opposition parties were saying that those State of the Province speeches were mainly filled with unfulfilled promises of issues such as investment at special economic zones, issues of job creation. We know that the Premier has spoken at length about investment coming in from countries like China to invest in the special economic zones at Makhado and Musina. That was expected to create about 22,000 jobs. However, parties like the DA as well as the Freedom Front Plus here at the Limpopo legislature continue to say that those are promises. Other issues, of course, the Premier that is expected to reflect on is the vaccination drive here in Limpopo that started last week with the delivery of 7,160 vaccines for health workers. He's expected to touch on that and also reflect basically what his provincial government plans on tackling, looking at key issues of service delivery, in particular infrastructure, access to service delivery, as well as other key burning issues. Blaine?
Katlego, as of the 23rd of February at 6 p.m., there were over 41,000 healthcare workers vaccinated nationally. Talk to us about the temperature of views where you are with regards to vaccination and healthcare workers in particular, no doubt. First up in stage one, then we're going to go to the essential workers and then the rest of the population. But what are people telling you with regards to how receptive they are to in taking these vaccines? What are you hearing?
Well, the common sentiments from the general public is the anticipation of this vaccine rollout. We have heard from the Minister of Finance there yesterday delivering his budget speech indicating an amount of 10 billion rand that will be set aside over the coming 2 years to ensure that there is a massive drive of vaccination throughout the country, and of course that will be conducted in a series of phases. So the mood here in the province is that of excitement. There is a bit of uncertainty with the South African Medical Association. They're mentioning to me a while back that there are some members who are not keen to get vaccinated, and we have also heard from DINOSA saying that some of their members have not registered on the electronic vaccination data system. That might slow down the process of vaccination. However, that process, which started last week at Mankweng Hospital to vaccinate, and we expect Premier Stan Mathabatha to speak about it, is continuing. We monitored it on Monday with MEC for Health, Poppy Ramathuba, who also indicated her excitement about that specific program.
It is the State of the Nation, State of the Province rather, address that is happening under lockdown. What are you seeing differently this year as compared to last year?
Well, of course, with all this type of government functions, one would expect the usual hustle and bustle, the fashion shows that our members of parliament often display during such type of functions. However, this year it's a rather quiet State of the Province address. We know that inside the legislative chamber there will be the strict 50 allocation, the 50 number of people as per the coronavirus guidelines. That will comprise of about 24 members of parliament and other members from a service provider who will then offer technical support services. The usual hustle and bustle of the State of the Province address is not being played out this year. Premier Stan Mathabatha is expected to give an address at about 11 when he ascends the podium.
All right, Katlego Nyoni, thank you very much indeed for your reporting. We'll come back to you later on and monitor that state of the province address there in Limpopo.